Okay, now it feels like we're talking. I got what I asked for. What did I expect? Really. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I have been harping on and trying relentlessly at different success rates to find a pair of jeans that is actually comfortable. I've bought pairs of jeans in the past that are like, oh, okay, yeah, these are pretty comfy, but they're still jeans. And sometimes I've seen brands release things that are called sweatpant jeans, and I'm like, okay, I'm the perfect candidate. I like the look of jeans, but I want to be comfortable at the same time. So I've tried a few different pairs over the last few years on my channel, and every time for one reason or another, it ends up not working out. In fact, sometimes it's an absolute disaster. I quite literally cannot remove my hand or this video will be demonetized. Like, it is so deeply offensive. Every now and again, I will get recommendations from you guys saying, hey, you should try X brand because they have a sweatpant jean and I really like them, or you should try the blank jean by so-and-so because I think they have what you're looking for. So I decided, after asking you guys if you'd want to see this in an entire video, and a lot of you said yes, to order 5 different sweatpant jeans across 5 different brands and give you my honest thoughts and opinions, try them on for you, let you know what the quality is like, how comfy I rate them, if they're worth the money, and we're gonna go from expensive to least expensive and then kind of see what happens. We're gonna do a little experimenting today. I feel like a scientist. We're gonna be trying on sweatpant jeans from Good American, American Eagle, Gap, Halara, and Amazon and see which one is the best, if any. As always, I enjoy being your guinea pig and testing things out, so maybe you don't have to, or if any of these end up working out, happy to stand behind them and let you know my thoughts. So we have a lot to cover, lots of denim experimenting to do, so let's go ahead and jump into trying on 5 different sweatpant jeans and seeing if they're actually worth the hype and the money. I have had varied experiences with sweatpant jeans because to me, I want them to look like denim but feel like sweatpants. Like, that feels like a big ask, but apparently they're out there. So for me, what I've tried mostly is like a sweatpant that's printed to look like a jean. But what I've noticed is like printing a button on a pair of jeans just is never gonna look good. You know what I mean? So we will see what ends up happening. But the first pair that you guys recommended are the Good American Genius jeans, which if this actually ends up being good, I will be so surprised. But it is a line that they have that are supposed to feel very comfortable, similar to a sweatpant, but look like a jean. So the pair that I ordered is called the Genius Crop Palazzo Indigo 377 jeans. These were $118, and with tax and shipping, it was like $134, which is crazy for a pair of sweatpants. So these are definitely the most expensive, but I will say I've had really good experiences with Good American in the past. Like, they really do make amazing jeans, so I'm hopeful. So far, they do feel like they have much more of like a jean texture, although they could really just be a sweatpant. These were the only pair of the Genius line that were available in my size. I tried every single pair that they had on their website and they were all sold out. So I think they're popular, or maybe they just don't restock that often, but first impressions are good, but I gotta try them on and see, because that's the real test. We'll see. Let's try these on and see how they are. Ooh. Well, okay. I have thoughts. Starting off, the fit is fantastic. Okay, they're super cute. I like the crop. I think they're adorable. However, the inside of these feels worse than jeans, dare I say. It is such a rough material, but it's this really, really rough thread. Well, does it feel comfy? I would really worry about chafing wearing these. You know when you wear a pair of jeans that's just a little bit too rough and then it's like the inner thighs are screaming at the end of the day? So I don't know. These are really cute. Let me put on a pair of shoes just to get an idea. All right, I threw on my jellies and it's cute. Like, it's a cute outfit. I like the look. I would just prefer to wear a jean that looked like this though. Like, I feel like in the process of trying to make it more sweatpanty, it made it more uncomfortable. Also, I didn't like that I just said panty like that. Sorry. So I'm not gonna like say that these are bad by any means, but I feel like for $118, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be a yes for me. I would rather just wear jeans that look like this because the jeans themselves are phenomenal. Look how cute they are. Look at how well they fit. They're absolutely gorgeous, amazing high rise, but the inside is just really killing it for me. So I feel like some people would probably actually love this. Ooh, the inside of the pockets are really stretchy. That's doing something for me sensory-wise. So I feel like a lot of people would really love these, but it's not me. I am not one of them. So they aren't bad, but I'm personally gonna give them a 2.5 out of 5 fluffy clouds. You know what I mean? Like, it's not bad, it's not good, it's kind of middle of the road, but I would much prefer either or with this, like a pair of actual jeans or like more of a cozy sweatpant vibe. But they are cute and they're really nice. I might look into buying a pair of these actual jeans, these like palazzos, because they're very, very cute. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about these. So we're not starting off the best. Oops. All right, next up we have American Eagle. A lot of you guys were telling me about these American Eagle printed knit baggy jogger jeans. So I decided to try them out. These are very thick. Like, these are a thick pair of sweatpants, essentially. These are like a very printed, it's probably hard to tell on camera, but in person they're a very printed jean. As you can see here, there is a printed button. There's no button there. So I'm not exactly obsessed with that. I think there was another pair similar that they offered, but not in my size or not available. So these bad boys actually retail for $70, but I got them on sale for $59.96. So, you know, we love a little discount. I'll be curious because these are more of a jogger, if they're gonna look a little better as like a sweatpant or if they're just gonna be terrible. I'm not sure. I do appreciate that they have an actual back pocket and actual side pockets, although it doesn't match up with like the printed version. I just really don't like that the front is printed, but I don't know. I could be surprised, so let's try them on. Okay. Interesting. They don't look bad by any means. I'm just a little bit surprised. First of all, they're a little more cropped than I think I would like, but maybe that's just a me thing. Like, I don't think that they're ugly. I think I have expectations and they're not being met sometimes and it disappoints me. So I need to maybe adjust my expectations a little more. Can you tell I've been working on things in therapy? But the first thing I'm noticing is just how much I don't love the button in the front. But if you wore something that covered it, I guess it wouldn't really matter. And it does feel very sweatpant-like. Like, this is truly a pair of sweatpants and they've just printed jean-looking patterns on the top of it. The overall feel for me is like these would be more of a cooler weather type of thing. I don't think I'd be able to get away with these in the summer, which, like, that's partly my bad because I tried these on at the beginning of like when summer's about to start, but I kind of am looking for more of the comfort of a sweatpant and less of like the warmth, if that makes sense. So I don't know, I have a lot of criteria. But I don't think these are bad. I do think that they could be really cute if you're styling them the right way. There is a part of me that does feel like it looks like toddler pants a little bit, which, like, I don't know if I'm mad at. So for comfort alone, I'm gonna bump up the rating a lot more than I usually would because they're extremely comfortable. Like, I could absolutely lounge and sit in these and wear these for all day long and not feel uncomfy at all. But I just don't know if I love the look of them as much, and I feel like that's the issue that I'm running into. These two pairs that I've tried on so far are the perfect example for that. It's either too jeany or too sweatpanty. I want to find somewhere in the middle, so hopefully we can find that, but these are cute. I'm gonna give them a 3 out of 5 fluffy clouds.
Paige, you were good. I'm waiting for you to be great.
We're on a track. I don't know if it's the right track, but we're gonna keep going. Let's find out together. All right, next up we have Gap. I decided to go for a black wash with these ones. These are called the high-rise wide leg sweatpant jeans. These are originally $89.99. I got them on sale for $53.99. These look to me and feel to me like a pair of jeggings. Like, do you remember back in the day when jeggings were everything? So that's kind of what it feels like to me, but maybe just a tiny bit stretchier. But on first glance, it doesn't really seem like sweatpants, like, at all. It just feels like a thin, slightly softer jean, and they are soft, I will say that. But that's sort of my first impressions. Everything else is normal. It's a normal button, fly. I think it's maybe a zipper. Yeah, it's got the zipper, it's got the real pockets, it's got the real button, so it is like a real pair of pants. So I'm wondering if maybe this would be like a hybrid between the first two pairs, like a happy medium, you know? But I do like that these feel lightweight because they can carry me through a bunch of different seasons, but who knows? They're kind of more of like a a baggy style jean, which is different than the other two, so I thought it would be well-rounded. So let's put them on and see. Okay, now it feels like we're talking. They feel incredible, but they don't feel like sweatpants. But I'm starting to think like maybe I don't actually want them to feel like sweatpants based off of the last pair. And maybe I want them to feel more like jeans, but just comfy. Like I care less about the sweatpant and more about the athleisure or the comfy or the can wear it all day kind of factor. So these are adorable. I like these. Like I think I'm just gonna keep them. They're just a cute pair of jeans. Like who cares about the sweatpant part? These are just adorable. They're so stretchy. Like look at this stretch. It is so comfortable. Let me do a little sit test. I mean, yeah, I could lounge in these. They're very comfy. The inside does sort of feel like it has, yeah, like a sort of sweatpant-esque material, but not in like a warming, make you break a sweat kind of thing. Just more of like in a comfy way. So this is definitely the best so far. They look great. They feel great. The first pair having that really kind of rough fabric on the inside, I would say it's reduced by like 50% for these. So there's definitely still that thready kind of lining, if that makes sense, but they are much more comfy. So I don't know, I'm considering hanging on to these. You guys will have to let me know your thoughts and your opinions, but I do think they're very cute. And I feel like we are finally definitely getting somewhere. So these are cute. I'm gonna give these like a 3.8 out of 5 fluffy clouds. I do think they're very nice. They look fantastic. I mean, they look exactly like jeans, because they are, but they fit just a little bit more comfy than a pair of jeans would. So I'm not gonna knock them for it. Maybe actually I'll even bump it up to a 4. Yeah, I think I'll bump it up to a 4. I really, really like them, and that's promising. So I'm hoping that as we keep going, I will find a pair that I really, really love. And again, maybe just adjust some of my expectations a little bit. Next up we have a pair from Halara. I would say overwhelmingly the majority of you recommended Halara when I was talking about sweatpant jeans. So I decided to test these out for myself because Halara has a line called Flex Denim, which I think is just a much stretchier, more comfortable denim. And it looks kind of like jeans, but I mean, look at that, that's crazy. So these are called the Halara Flex Low-Rise Zipper Pockets Washed Baggy Wide Leg Casual Jeans. These are originally $69.95. I got them on sale for $49.95, and I'm excited because I've been dipping my toe into the low-rise scene a little bit more lately. I do like what I'm seeing, and it's also a lighter wash, which we haven't tested out yet. I think that'll look cute with what I have on, and these actually do seem the most like actual jeans. Even though I'm really not getting any kind of sweatpant vibe from this, it does seem quite comfortable. It says here on the tag that it's designed to look like denim, but innovated to feel like athleisure. Yes, somebody finally gets it. I would argue that these probably feel the stretchiest on first impression so far, so let's put them on and find out. Okay, these are low rise. Yeah, I got what I asked for. These are nice. They feel really, really good. These probably feel the best out of any of the pairs that I've tried so far. I got these in a size large long, and I do feel like they fit really well, but I may consider sizing up to an extra large and going for the normal inseam. When you've never tried on a pair of jeans from a brand before, it's a mess. Like, I saw this Instagram reel the other day and I feel like it perfectly describes what women's sizing is like. It's a joke.
The pants are 30 inches around the waist and 30 inches top to bottom.
Oh, that's so easy to remember.
Yeah, it's super straightforward. We have an inclusive and accessible size range starting at 00001, going all the way up to 6RR. You, my love, look like a great fit for our mid-size short petite category. No, our size 4 is not the same fit as any other brand's size 4. When you're a different size at every brand, it just makes you want the pants that much more.
But I feel like for jeans, especially jeans that I'm gonna wear pretty regularly, I don't know if I love the rise on these, but they are cute. And I do like the way they look, and they feel incredibly comfortable. But here's what the inside looks like. It just looks like a normal stretchy jean. These are definitely the most comfortable, I would say. So I'm not gonna knock off any points because of the rise, because that was in fact my fault. I should have just waited on back order for the other pair, but I was impatient. God forbid a girl have a YouTube video to film, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna give these like a 4.5 out of 5 fluffy clouds. Like, they are comfortable. They kind of hit all of the things that I want them to. The thought of these compared to a rigid jean is like night and day. Like it could not be more different. So I really do like them and how stretchy they are. I also like that if you're someone like me who goes through health issues, who has PCOS, whose body fluctuates all the time, you know, depending on the time of the month or whatever, these will kind of adapt with you, which I think is genius, honestly. So yeah, I'm a big fan of these. I feel like these are my favorite so far. Like it's a tie between these and the Gap, but I am really, really liking these. So I think I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and just get the right size and rise because they are so comfy and I am really feeling them. The longer I have them on, the less I want to take them off. So that's a good sign. Alright, and last but not least, I decided to try a pair from Amazon just because they're accessible, they're usually the most affordable, and I've heard good things about this pair. So these are called the 11 High Stretchy Sweatpants Jeans Women Elastic Waist, Wide Leg, Baggy Knits, Jeans, Straight Leg, Waisted Pull-Up, High Up Jeans. I purchased these for $46.89 and they come from sizes extra small to XXL, and they claim a XXL is a size 18-20. And I would imagine with stretch, there's like a little bit of wiggle room there, but they do feel very, very stretchy. The material for these I think is probably the most synthetic of all of them, but it does feel like you could really stretch around in these. And I like that there's also an elasticated waistband in the back. Like that feels nice for less gapping and things like that, but it is designed like an actual pair of jeans. I'm a little worried I got the wrong size, but we'll see. I have been really struggling with finding my size in things recently, which that's not my fault, by the way. That's just a women's clothing problem, but anyways, I digress. So with these being the most affordable, which still $46 feels kind of like a lot for a pair of sweatpant jeans, but either way, I am looking forward to testing these out. These feel and look the most like a pair of jeans that I would probably gravitate towards, but who knows until you put them on, so let's find out together. Okay, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about these. Okay, so here's what they're looking like. There is some stretch in the waist. I actually went a size up from what they originally recommended because I was like, I don't trust that. And even then, it feels like these don't 100% fit. Like they're pretty tight around the waist and the belly. Well, not tight, but just not a size 16, 18 like it said they were. So I am glad I sized up because if I had gone with my usual size, they would not have fit me. They would have been too small. And they're weirdly like a tall inseam, right? So if I pulled them up to the way they're supposed to be for them to fit with the inseam in the front here, it would look weird. Like it's almost to my boobs, you know what I mean? So that's odd. But because the inseam is so long, it feels like it gives you a really long crotch, you know what I mean? What did I actually think I was getting here? It felt promising, but I just don't know. I feel like maybe if you were much more of a straight size body type and you didn't have like a bigger belly area like me, these might be perfect for you. I also feel like they're ever so slightly too short, but that could just be a me problem. Maybe they are the perfect length, I don't know. Next to the Halara pair, these are the next most comfortable feeling, like material wise, because they are just so very stretchy and so nice. So I think I'm gonna give these, again, because of the sizing of it all, probably like a 3 out of 5 fluffy clouds. It's really the feeling of them that's making me rate them so high, but the fit is just off. It's just off, and that's not anything to do with like me or my body. It's just truly like these were designed for a different body type, and that's totally fine. And these may be the perfect fit for somebody, but for me, I don't think so. So I'm gonna say overall my ranking is Gap at number 1 just because I loved the fit and the rise and everything all together. Halara at number 2 probably would have been at number 1 if I had ordered the higher rise. These at number 3 for comfort and all of that, but not for fit. So like if it's fit wise, that's gonna go at 5. Then American Eagle at number 4. They're very soft and comfy, but I just don't like the look or the fit of them necessarily. And then Good American at number 5. Surprisingly, the most expensive, were the roughest. I liked the look of them one of the most, but the feel, not it for me. So anyways, kind of a interesting experiment. You guys will have to let me know your thoughts and if you have any recommendations, but I'm gonna say of all of these, I would probably be most inclined to keep Gap and Halara. So there we have it.
Thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope you enjoyed it, because I know I did.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can also turn on my post notifications if you want to be notified every time I post a new video. Let me know if you want to see see a part 2 to this sometime in the future, or if you have any recommendations, please leave them in a comment below. I'd be happy to test out more of your suggestions. Also, let me know if you want to see a summer shorts video coming up soon, because we're getting into summer, and maybe I can try to find some denim shorts that don't chafe. Wishful thinking. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and suggestions down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'm sending you all of my love, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!